Attorney Jonathan Elson, reminding you that if you've been injured in an auto accident, it's important to have somebody on your side. When you need a lawyer,
then you need Nelson.
Time now for your News 25 look at sports and streaming at kpvm.tv and now on Roku devices. Tomas Hertl scored twice. Carl Lindbaum made 18 saves for his first NHL victory. And the Vegas Golden Knights beat the San Jose Sharks 4-3 on Saturday night, snapping a 3-game losing streak. Up next for the Golden Knights, they welcome the Chicago Blackhawks. Meanwhile, over in Raiders land, the offense looked marginally better in the first game since Chip Kelly was fired. And by marginally, we mean the bar was on the floor and they maybe stepped over it. Maybe. The result? A 31-14 loss to the LA Chargers. And Plum Valley High School is holding their football awards ceremony on December 2nd at 6:30 p.m. And coming up on December 4th, Plum Valley Trojans boys and girls basketball welcome Needles High School. JV at 3 p.m., varsity at 4:30 p.m. And that's your look at sports on News 25. Todd's Carpet and Tile Cleaning. Call or text 702-595-0488. Time now for your News 25 look at sports and streaming at kpvm.tv and now on Roku devices. Carter Hart is expected to make his debut for the Vegas Golden Knights against the Chicago Blackhawks this evening. That's according to sources confirming a report from ESPN NHL analyst Kevin Weeks, who somehow knows everything before it happens. I'm starting to think Weeks has a crystal ball or excellent Wi-Fi. Meanwhile, in the NFL, the Las Vegas Raiders welcome the Denver Broncos this Sunday. One day after the WNBA and the WNBPA agreed to extend the current collective bargaining agreement through January 9th, the league reportedly came back with a brand new proposal because apparently someone found the Make Players Happier button. The latest offer includes a maximum $1 million guaranteed base salary, projected revenue sharing that could push earnings over $1.2 million in 2026, a source close to the situation told USA Today Sports. The offer also bumps the minimum salary to over $225,000 and the average salary to over $500,000, up from the earlier numbers on November 18th. And coming to Las Vegas, where even the bulls are extreme, December 4th through the 13th, Ultimate Bullfighters Last Man Standing at the complex at Resorts World, because nothing says holiday spirit like watching athletes dodge 1,000 pounds of angry steak. And that's your look at sports on News 25. Todd's Carpet and Tile Cleaning. Call or text 702-595-0488. Time now for your News 25 look at sports and streaming at kpvm.tv and now on Roku devices. Pavel Dorofeev and Shea Theodore scored in a shootout Tuesday night to make Golden Knights goalie Carter Hart's long-awaited debut a success, giving Vegas a 4-3 victory over the Chicago Blackhawks. Up next for the Golden Knights, a Friday visit to the New Jersey Devils kick off a 5-game trip against Eastern Conference teams, also known as the tour where everyone's body clock gets confused. Meanwhile, in Las Vegas, the former Tropicana Hotel and Casino site is being transformed into a ballpark that will become the home of the Las Vegas A's, expected to debut in 2028. Construction continues, but until the ballpark is ready, fans can check out the new A's Ballpark Experience Center.
We can take you into the ballpark. We can take you out of the ballpark.
We can fly you over Vegas to show you the location of the ballpark and the wider region. We can take you into your specific suite, club, and even seat.
When you bring 3, 4, 8 people into the room and there's still room for people to walk around and look around and see different vantage points, that's a pretty special experience. I've been in a lot of experience centers over the last 15, 20 years. Nothing comes close to that.
When it comes to the premium elements that we're building, this is going to be the ticket that no one wants to miss out on, not just to celebrate baseball and to celebrate the nostalgia for it, but to really get something brand new in the city, the shiny star on the edge of the strip.
In a city of visual spectacle, in a city that kind of demands cutting-edge technology, what a better place to land an idea like the Cube. And what better brand to do it with than the A's, who are building this incredible ballpark here. So we can show those important storylines through the Cube in a very immersive and engaging way.
And now to Pahrump. On Tuesday, December 2nd, the Pahrump Valley varsity girls flag football team played their first ever game. The team lost to Doral Academy Red Rock by a score of 0-55. Our next game is December 8th at Chaparral High School. Go Trojans! And that's your look at sports on News 25.
Attorney Jonathan Elson, reminding you that if you've been injured in an auto accident, it's important to have somebody on your side. When you need a lawyer,
you need Nelson.
Howdy. On the menu this week on Classic Country Breakfast, we're getting into the holiday spirit with new Christmas songs by Ian Flanagan.
I'll have a blue Christmas without you. I'll be so blue just thinking about you.
Man, you know, growing up, we had like two holiday records that used to just spin all the time, and one was Brenda Lee and the other was Elvis. And Elvis's version is always, you know, his records are always amazing. So I wanted to do a different kind of version. So I did an acoustic version. It reminded me of, you know, sitting around the house with my family and how we used to just sing around then. No big band, just acoustic.
The Cody Norris Show.
You better watch out, you better not cry, you better not pout, I'm telling you why. Santa Claus is coming to town.
I've been a Christmas nut ever since I was just a little boy, and you know, with just the direction that some of our music is these days, I'd never heard a bluegrass spin on Santa Claus has come to town. Man, people are really digging it, so we're happy about that.
And Mackenzie Phipps.
Yes, so it is actually my original holiday song that I released a few years ago, but it's been getting a lot of traction and a lot of people have been talking about it, so I'm very excited to hear that because I definitely don't see myself as a Christmas writer by any means, but I had so much fun writing this song and putting it out there for everybody to take a listen to.
Classic Country Breakfast this Sunday morning at 8 on Ace Country Radio, streaming at channel 25.8, and now on the new Ace Country Radio app.
Your original hometown dealer, Saida, Trudeau Chrysler Jeep Dodge and Ram.
Time now for your News 25 look at sports, and streaming at kpvm.tv and now on Roku devices. Is the third time a charm for UNLV? Well, the Rebels are hoping so. They face Boise State again in the Mountain West Conference Championship game this evening. The two schools finished in a four-way tie for the conference lead, along with New Mexico and San Diego State. They advanced thanks to a tiebreaker using computer metrics. Yes, computers. Vegas Golden Knights are in New Jersey this evening to open a 5-game trip to the Eastern Conference teams, also known as Let's See How Many Time Zones We Can Cross Before Breakfast Tour. The National Final Rodeo is kicked off on Thursday from the Thomas & Mack Center in Las Vegas. The leaderboard so far, Bradley Miller at number 5 with 86 points. Wacy Shala at number 4 with 86.3 points. Jess Pope at number 3 with 86.5 points. Waylon Burgess came in at number 2 with 86.8 points. Cooper Cook's ride, which earned him 88.5 points. And that's your look at sports on News 25.
Your original hometown dealer, Saida, Trudeau Chrysler Jeep Dodge and Ram.
Time now for your News 25 look at sports and streaming at kpvm.tv and now on Roku devices. Jack Eichel scored at 4:52 of overtime, giving the Vegas Golden Knights a 3-2 win over the New York Rangers on Sunday night. Their 4th straight victory. Golden Knights visit the New York Islanders on Tuesday night. Bo Nix passed for 212 yards and added a rushing touchdown, helping the Denver Broncos beat the Las Vegas Raiders on Sunday 24-17. For the Raiders, quarterback Geno Smith exited with injuries to his right hand and shoulder in the third quarter and was replaced by Kenny Pickett. UNLV will face Ohio in the 2025 Scooters Coffee Frisco Bowl at the Ford Center at the Star, which doubles as the Dallas Cowboys headquarters and on some days their therapy space. Kickoff is scheduled for 6 p.m. on Tuesday, December 23rd. Utah will return to the desert to face Nebraska in the 2025 SRS Distribution Las Vegas Bowl. The Utes and Cornhuskers meet at Allegiant Stadium on Wednesday, December 31st at 12:30 p.m. The National Finals Rodeo 4th go-round results from December 7th at Thomas and Mack Center. Coming in at number 3 was Jess Pope with 85.25 points. Number 2 was Cade Sunnier with 86.75 points. And Wally Shala took first place with 87.25 points. And that's your look at sports on News 25. Todd's Carpet and Tile Cleaning. Call or text 702-595-0488. Time now for your News 25 look at sports and streaming at kpvm.tv and now on Roku devices. Las Vegas Aces star Aja Wilson has been named Time's 2025 Athlete of the Year. The magazine announced the honor Tuesday for the 4-time WNBA MVP and 3-time champion. The 2025 Time Person of the Year issue will be available on newsstands beginning Friday, December 19th. The Las Vegas ballpark is gearing up for the 2026 season with an exciting opportunity for vocalists across the region. The Las Vegas Aviators are inviting individuals and ensembles to audition to sing the national anthem during upcoming games. If you think you got the pipes, or if your shower walls have been politely applauding your high notes, this is your moment. Submit a a cappella version via YouTube link or audio file to anthem@aviatorslv.com. The submission deadline is noon on Friday, December 26th, 2025. Pahrump Valley High School flag football played their second game Monday night, falling 34-0 to Chaparral High School. Next up, they take on Slam Academy. The Vegas Golden Knights are in action tonight in New York against the Islanders. That game is in progress. Here are the 5th go-round results from the 2025 National Finals Rodeo at the Thomas and Mack Center in Las Vegas on Monday, December 8th. Bareback riding. And no, that's not a new Vegas ride on the Strip. Coming in at number 4, Cade Sunnier, 87.75 points. Number 3 was Wacy Shala, 88 points. Sam Peterson earned 88.75 points at second place. And coming in at number 1 was Rocker Steiner with 89 points. And that's your look at sports on News 25. Todd's Carpet and Tile Cleaning. Call or text 702-595-0488. Howdy. On the menu this week on Classic Country Breakfast, we're spreading more Christmas cheer. We'll hear Christmas songs and stories from Ian Flanagan, Mackenzie Phipps, Trey Calloway, and Kelly Lang.
Another tender Tennessee Christmas, a lonely Christmas. Christmas for me, where the love circles around us like the gifts around our tree. Well, I know there's more snow up in Colorado than my roof will ever see, but a tender Tennessee Christmas is the only Christmas for me.
Congratulations on Tender Tennessee Christmas.
Thank you. We are so proud of this project. It's been a long time in the works, and it's finally out, and it feels like you just, had your child, and you hope people enjoy your version of these songs, and I'm really proud of it. It's an Amy Grant and Gary Chapman song. Here she comes. Come here, Coco. It's when they wrote that many years ago, and it's had so many different recordings of it. Come here. And so TG and I just decided to put our own spin on it. There she is.
She is.
Yeah. Say hi, Mike. She's got a dirty little mouth. But yeah, we decided to put that out and just put our own version because we spend it home in Tennessee in the Christmas, and it's just a sweet song about all the things that you would miss if you weren't at home during the holidays here in Tennessee.
Classic Country Breakfast this Sunday morning at 8 on Ace Country Radio, streaming at channel 25.8, and now on the new Ace Country Radio app.
Attorney Jonathan Elson, reminding you that if you've been injured in an auto accident, it's important to have somebody on your side. When you need a lawyer,
you need Nelson.
Time now for your News 25 look at sports and streaming at kpvm.tv and now on Roku devices. Mark Stone scored his second goal of the game, just 2:47 into overtime, giving the Vegas Golden Knights a 3-2 win over the Philadelphia Flyers Thursday night. The winning goal came off what we call in the business a Philadelphia gift basket, as Travis Konechny mishandled an outlet pass right in front of his own net. Jack Eichel said thank you very much, scooped it up and hit Stone, streaking in like he was late for a Black Friday sale. The Golden Knights continue this long road stretch Saturday night in Columbus. Vegas Golden Knights are switching radio homes mid-season starting Thursday, December 18th. The team moves to 94.7 FM, which they say offers stronger signal coverage, including HD. So now fans can hear every slap shot, face-off, and questionable referee decision in crystal clear definition. The Las Vegas Raiders at 2-11 head to Philadelphia on Sunday to face the 8-5 Eagles. Back in Vegas, the National Finals Rodeo rolled into its 8th round at the Thomas & Mack Center Thursday night, where the Cowboys held down tighter than me trying not to check my email after 5 p.m. 5th place went to Waylon Burgess. 4th place, Mason Clemens. Coming in at number 3 was Dean Thompson. Sam Peterson took 2nd place, and taking 1st place was Jess Pope with 88.25 points. And a special shout out to my friend Donna, who watches KPVM News 25 every day. It was very nice to meet you. And that's your look at sports on News 25.
Your original hometown dealer, Saida, Trudeau Chrysler Jeep Dodge and Ram.
Time now for your News 25 look at sports and streaming at kpvm.tv and now on Roku devices. The Vegas Golden Knights were rolling the dice on Saturday night, and this time the house won. They picked up a 3-2 victory over the Columbus Blue Jackets, and yes, jackets were optional. The Knights now head back home this Wednesday to welcome the New Jersey Devils. Milestone alert, Jay Theodore picked up his 300th career assist, proving once again that sharing is caring. Over in the NFL, the Eagles decide enough was enough. They snapped a 3-game losing streak and pitched their first shutout in 7 years, cruising to a 31-0 victory over the Las Vegas Raiders. The Raiders look to bounce back this Sunday in Houston. And finally, mark your calendars. and maybe bring a poncho. Tuesday, December 17th, during both lunches at Pahrump Valley High School, the varsity cheer team is hosting Pie a Cheerleader fundraiser in the courtyard. For just $3, you can throw one whipped cream pie or $5 for 2 pies. And that's your look at sports on News 25.
Attorney Jonathan Elson, reminding you that if you've been injured in an auto accident, it's important to have somebody on your side. When you need a lawyer,
you need Nelson.
Time now for your News 25 look at sports and streaming at kpvm.tv and now on Roku devices. The Vegas Golden Knights return back home this Wednesday to take on the New Jersey Devils. Off the ice, there's also a new MVP in town, and it's pizza. Prince Street Pizza, the famous New York chain known for its square Sicilian pies, has teamed up with Stanley Cup champion Jack Eichel to introduce the Jack Pocket. It's basically a power play for your stomach. Meanwhile, Las Vegas plays host to the 2025 Carnegie Cup, taking place December 19th through the 21st at City National Arena, the Golden Knights practice facility. Over in football, the Las Vegas Raiders head to Houston this
Sunday
to take on the Texans. The Pahrump Valley Trojans girls varsity flag football team are facing off against Faith Lutheran on December 18th. And that's your look at sports on News 25.
Attorney Jonathan Elson, reminding you that if you've been injured in an auto accident, it's important to have somebody on your side. When you need a lawyer,
you need Nelson.
Time now for your News 25 look at sports and streaming at kpvm.tv and now on Roku devices. It's hockey night in Vegas, baby. After a long road trip, the Golden Knights are back home this evening to take on the New Jersey Devils. Over in football, the Las Vegas Raiders head to Houston this
Sunday.
to take on the Texans. All eyes are on one Las Vegas high school girls basketball team after a win that had scorekeepers checking their calculations twice. The Del Sol Academy Dragons didn't just beat Cheyenne High School last Wednesday, they launched past them, rolling to a jaw-dropping 104-1 victory on December 10th. Yes, 1. At that point, the scoreboard may have needed a wellness check. And staying in Las Vegas, the winning didn't stop there. On the pro side, the New York Knicks rallied to take down the San Antonio Spurs 124-113 Tuesday night, capturing the NBA Cup right on the Vegas Strip. And locally, mark your calendars, the Pahrump Valley Trojans girls varsity flag football team is taking on Faith Lutheran on Thursday, December 18th, kickoff at 5 p.m. And that's your look at sports on News 25. Todd's Carpet and Tile Cleaning. Call or text 702-595-0488. Howdy. On the menu this week on Classic Country Breakfast, we'll play some more Christmas music, and we're going to celebrate a legend. Born on December 19th from Oakland, California, to the heart of country and roots music, John McEuen. As a founding force of the Nitty Gritty Dirt Band, and later as a solo artist, McEwen's mastery of banjo, fiddle, and mandolin helped shape generations of country and Americana music. And we'll hear stories about how he got Tom Petty and Willie Nelson to record on the same song.
I mean, I'm sure there's some. When I put Tom Petty with Willie Nelson, Tom Petty and Willie Nelson was really fun. Tom Petty was working in the studio we were in with Willie, who had stopped at this LA studio to do his contribution to Circle B Unbroken Volume 3. And I heard Tom Petty down the hall, and I waited for the music to stop. And I went in and I said, Mr. Petty, I just walked in and, you're in the studio, so you don't have security. So I'm John McEuen from the Nitty Gritty Dirt Band, and you probably don't know who that is, but I have a question. Would you like to sing with Willie Nelson? Like now? Yeah. Why? What's going on? I mean, that's an unusual question. You
Yeah.
want to sing with Willie Nelson. Who doesn't want to do that?
I can't think of anybody that would say no to that.
Oh, yeah. No, I think I'm going to have a sandwich. No. And they came in. He spent 45 minutes in the studio. We did a really cool version of Goodnight Irene.
Classic Country Breakfast this Sunday morning at 8 on Ace Country Radio, streaming at channel 25.8, and now on the new Ace Country Radio app.
Always low, low prices at Pahrump Valley Auto Plaza.
Time now for your News 25 look at sports and streaming at kpvm.tv and now on Roku devices. It's Hockey Night Eve. The Vegas Golden Knights hit the road next, heading north to face Calgary on Saturday. Pack the coats, eh? Over in football, the Las Vegas Raiders are heading to Houston this Sunday to take on the Texans. The WNBA Players Union has voted to authorize a strike amid ongoing talks with the league on a new labor agreement. The WNBPA announced Thursday that 93% of members cast a vote on strike authorization, and of those ballots, 98% voted in favor. President Donald Trump on Thursday announced a new athletic competition for high school students called the Patriot Games. The competition will bring together a male and female competitor from each U.S. state and territory for an athletic contest. He added, "I promise there will be no men playing in women's sports." And that's your look at sports on News 25.
Your original hometown dealer, Saida, Trudeau Chrysler Jeep Dodge and Ram.
Time now for your News 25 look at sports and streaming at kpvm.tv and now on Roku devices. CJ Stroud threw a touchdown pass. Derek Stingley returned an interception for 6, and the Houston Texans survived late drama to beat Las Vegas 23-21 on Sunday, their 7th straight win. Meanwhile, it's a 9th straight loss for the Raiders. Las Vegas will try to turn things around next Sunday when they host the New York Giants. Over on the ice, Connor McDavid opened up the scoring midway through the first period and then casually set up 2 power play goals for Ryan Nugent-Hopkins, because apparently sharing is caring. The Oilers skate away with a 4-3 win over the Vegas Golden Knights on Sunday night. Vegas gets back to work Tuesday, hosting the San Jose Sharks. And finally, bowl season rolls in as UNLV takes on Ohio in the Scooters Coffee Frisco Bowl. Kickoff is set for 6 p.m. Tuesday, December 23rd at the Ford Center. And that's your look at sports on News 25. Todd's Carpet and Tile Cleaning. Call or text 702-595-0488. Time now for your News 25 look at sports and streaming at kpvm.tv and now on Roku devices. The Vegas Golden Knights are back on home ice this evening, hosting the San Jose Sharks. A pair of Las Vegas Raiders are heading to the Pro Bowl games in 2026, and no, they didn't need a wild card to get there. The NFL announced defensive end Max Crosby and tight end Brock Bowers earned the honors. It's the 5th straight Pro Bowl nod for Crosby. And as for Brock Bowers, it's his 2nd Pro Bowl selection. in just his second NFL season. UNLV wraps up its first season under head coach Dan Mullen on Tuesday in the Scooters Coffee Frisco Bowl. The Rebels come in at 10-3 and will take on the Ohio Bobcats from the Mid-American Conference at the Ford Center at the Star in Frisco, Texas. Kickoff is set for 6 p.m. Pacific Time. And finally, in baseball news, the New York Mets are sending Jeff McNeil to the Oakland A's in a deal that includes a rookie ball pitcher and cash to cover McNeil's $15.75 million salary. And that's your look at sports on News 25.
Attorney Jonathan Elson, reminding you that if you've been injured in an auto accident, it's important to have somebody on your side. When you need a lawyer,
You need Nelson.
Time now for your News 25 look at sports and streaming at kpvm.tv and now on Roku devices. The Vegas Golden Knights welcome the Minnesota Wild this evening. The Las Vegas Raiders moved into position to snag the top pick in the next year's draft after losing 34-10 to the New York Giants on Sunday in a matchup of the teams with the two worst records in the NFL. Sometimes somebody has to win, even if no one really wants to. The Athletics have signed outfielder Tyler Soderstrom to a 7-year contract, the largest deal in franchise history. The deal runs through 2032 with a club option for 2033 because when you find something that works, you lock it up for almost a decade. And finally, youth athletes looking to improve their technique, mechanics, and confidence may find a new home with Pahrump Valley Junior Athletics. The program aims to get kids involved in sports early. Parents can inquire about the program by contacting David Wilson at pvjuniораthletes@gmail.com. And that's your look at sports on News 25.
Your original hometown dealer, Saida, Trudeau Chrysler Jeep Dodge and Ram.
Time now for your News 25 look at sports and streaming at kpvm.tv and now on Roku devices. Former Las Vegas Raiders offensive coordinator Chip Kelly is heading back to college football. Kelly was announced Tuesday as the new offensive coordinator at Northwestern, where he'll try to bring Big Ten defenses into the future. Over on the ice, Marcus Johansson had himself a night, 1 goal, 3 assists, and enough highlights to make the Wild's video coordinator work overtime. Minnesota skated past the Vegas Golden Knights 5-2 on Monday night. It's been a rough stretch. Vegas has dropped 5 of 6, including 2 of 3 on their own 4-game homestand. The Golden Knights will try to flip the script Wednesday night when they host Nashville. And finally, college football heads to the desert. Number 15, Utah and Nebraska will wrap up their season Wednesday in the Las Vegas Bowl, where what happens on the field definitely won't stay in Vegas. Kickoff at 6:30 Pacific Time at Allegiant Stadium. And that's your look at sports on News 25.
Attorney Jonathan Elson, reminding you that if you've been injured in an auto accident, it's important to have somebody on your side. When you need a lawyer,
You need Nelson.
Howdy. On the menu this week on Classic Country Breakfast, I'm celebrating some of 2025's best moments, like when the widow of George Jones called the show, Nancy Jones, or when Dean Dillon explained how he got started writing songs for George Strait, or how about when Richard Sturban from the Oak Ridge Boys called and talked about what Johnny Cash meant to them.
Don't believe there would be an Oak Ridge Boys today if it wasn't for Johnny Cash. You know, Johnny Cash back in our days before we had hit records, we were kind of struggling. He kind of took us under his wing and made us part of his show. He always paid us more than we were worth. You know, we signed a contract. He always gave us more money than what the contract called for. That was the kind of person he was. But more than the financial help he gave us were his words of encouragement. You know, I remember one time we were playing in Las Vegas with him, and he called us up one day. He said, "Fellas, I want you guys to come to my room. I want to talk to you." So we all went to Johnny Cash's room, and he said, "I can tell your heads are hanging." He said, You're wondering whether or not you're going to have a group, and he was right about that. We had no other dates booked. We didn't know how we were going to keep our group together, so we were kind of at a low point. He said, "But I'll tell you what, I think there's something special about you guys, and if you guys will find a way to stay together," he says, I'm telling you, good things are about to start happening to you guys. He says, "I will help you as much as I can, but it's going to be up to you guys to stay together." And so, to make a long story short, we did manage to stay together. I remember walking out of that room that day, looking at each other. We said, "Wow, if Johnny Cash thinks we are going to make it, we are going to make it." There's no doubt about it. And sure enough, just a few years later, at the Country Music Awards, we won our first award for Vocal Group of the Year. Johnny Cash was hosting the show, and when they announced our name, we ran up on stage, and instead of going to the podium and collecting our award, we went to the podium on the right where he was standing, and we all hugged him. and he said in that big booming voice of his, "See, fellas, I told you so."
It's the best of 2025, Thursday at noon on Classic Country Breakfast on Ace Country Radio.
Always low prices at Pahrump Valley Auto Plaza.
Time now for your News 25 look at sports and streaming at kpvm.tv and now on Roku devices. It was a matinee showdown on the Strip today. The Vegas Golden Knights losing to the Nashville Predators 4-2 this afternoon. Next up for the Golden Knights, they play the St. Louis Blues in St. Louis on Friday. 3 Vegas Golden Knights are packing their passports. Mark Stone, Shea Theodore, and Mitch Marner are headed to Italy in February after being named to Canada's 2026 Olympic men's hockey roster. They'll also be joined by their bench boss, Bruce Cassidy, who will serve as assistant coach for Team Canada. Meanwhile, Sunday. The Las Vegas Raiders wrap up their season with one final game welcoming the Kansas City Chiefs to town. It's the last ride of the year. And locally, mark your calendars for January 5th. The Pahrump Valley Trojans hit the road to take on Sunrise Mountain in boys and girls basketball. Tip-off times are at 3:30 and 8 p.m. And that's your look at sports on News 25.